I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Oh, my beard looks so much better. Itchy nose. So I've just had to deal with some bullshit. I don't know if anybody's watching. I've actually just had to deal with some bullshit. Not only have I cut my finger in a different place, I've cut my different finger, but also I just bit my tongue, and that really hurts. Ow. I managed to get the underside of my tongue somehow. I don't know how that happened. Because I just had a tiny sneeze. Not even a big sneeze, a tiny sneeze. Ugh, typical. I kind of don't know what to say now because it hurts to talk. Hurts to talk. Ow. Ugh. Right. Now I'm gonna need some physics. This is probably gonna hurt my tongue even more. It's awesome. Remember, guys, I've talked about my tongue before. I've talked about my teeth before, right? And I don't want to sound like some guy that basically is like, oh, my pain is so much greater than yours is. But like, I've mentioned that my teeth are like the rest of my bones and stuff. They're incredibly dense, right? And this means that basically I have to be very, very careful with the way that I talk, which also is it feeds into that speech impediment thing that I've got. But also it means that my teeth are incredibly sharp, and you know it's great because I don't have any fillings, and I probably will never have fillings. I probably am stuck with these teeth until I die, which is great. My wisdom teeth didn't hurt that much. I don't know how that I got away with that, but yeah. But if they had to take those out, that would have been super pain apparently. But yeah, it means that like when I do bite my tongue, or I do bite my lip, it's getting a bit better. Then it does mean that basically I cut right through my fucking tongue or my fucking lip. And yeah, I'm tasting a lot of blood right now. It's one of the reasons why I made myself some fizzy. Oh. Better. Okay. Bear Buff is here. So, hi Bear Buff. It's great to see you again. I have missed you. I know I've been streaming at funny times, so basically it's been I've been a bit all over the place with my streaming, and yeah. He says, "What's up?" I'll get to it. Sorry, because I sneezed, now my throat's gone nuts. Jeffrey's here, and I missed Jeffrey because Jeffrey wasn't here in the early morning hours of the UK, so that's good. But he says, "Hi Tubbs, I'm so glad to see you. So sorry I missed the stream last night. Fell asleep, so you bite your tongue. That really hurts." Yeah. Yeah. Owie. It's okay. It's getting a bit better. Although my tongue still feels a bit numb now. It's going through the numb phase. It's only stingy if I expose the lower part to any air. So I'm trying to keep my tongue at the bottom of my mouth all the time, which is weird. Emeraldo is here, so hi, dude. Glad that you're here. Assuming that you're a dude. I don't mean to assume genders. I call everybody dude. So meh. Bella says, Jeff, how you? Jeff. Bella says, no filling, and you're 30. Good for you. Consider it as an achievement. I kind of do. You know, I'm really proud that my teeth are so white, and they're so strong, I guess. But I wish that they weren't as sharp, because my teeth don't wear down, because like I said, they're as dense as everything else in me, and that's just that's so annoying. Yeah, I'm dense. Yeah, good one. Yeah, I've not needed braces, or I've not had anything done to my teeth, and to be frank, I only brush once a day. Again, it's mainly because my teeth are so fucking dense and so strong. Again, I'm not boasting, because it's a real problem, because that means that they don't ever wear down, which means that they always cut deep. It's one of the reasons why I used to hide my teeth, is because I used to have really elongated canines before all of my rest of my teeth had finished setting in the right places. So basically, one of the reasons why I hide my teeth so much and so often is that basically they're fucking my canines are huge. They're not so bad now that I'm grown up, but because I started doing it when I was younger, I can't stop. It's a habit, you know. When I close my mouth, I close my mouth. You know, when I smile, I don't show my teeth. When I talk, I definitely don't show my teeth. It's one of those things. But yeah, I've talked about this before. It's not a huge problem. So yeah. Bella says, great to see you, Tubbs. You have been streaming at 5 or 6 in the morning. Yeah, I know. That's because my sleep cycle is completely screwed up. I am genuinely exhausted. Oh shit. I'm genuinely exhausted, but I've got to try to move my sleep ahead a little bit. So I'm going to have a big chunk of sleep, and then tomorrow I will be able to go out and enjoy London, because I'm supposed to be going to London tomorrow. But it does completely depend on how I sleep. So I might not be going to London, especially since I was going to go to London to see a friend, and I've met before, and he's a really nice guy, but he's not going to make it. So, and he's probably going to go to the thing that I was going to go to in London. So, essentially, if anybody's in or going to or around London tomorrow, let me know ASAP, so that basically, even if I'm super tired, I will try to make it. But right now, there's no real motivator for me to try to make it to London. You know, it's basically, I might be going to see some people that I don't know at all. And I might be stuck with them for a good 3 hours, and I probably don't want to do that, you know. Like I said, in the past, I've pushed myself and I've just done it, and it's been great. You know, I've enjoyed myself and stuff. But there have been times when I don't go out and I have regretted it, and it's all been shit, you know. So meh. It all depends how I feel tomorrow at midday, if I'm awake. So yeah. So yeah, I've been going to bed at like relatively normal times, but I keep waking up at I keep not sleeping fully, and basically waking up ridiculously early in the morning. And you know, I might as well just not go to sleep. But like I said, I've been pushing it back and back and back, further and further, going to bed later and later, and basically, hopefully, that will prepare me to do this thing. So yeah. I've been falling asleep in the past few days as well, hence my absence from the previous few streams as Emeraldo. It's fine. It's fine, dude. I mean, one of the good things about these streams is that they are recorded. You can watch them later. If you're hearing background noise, I'm kind of, I'm not doing the music streams. I'm actually just going through my YouTube playlist because I'm a month behind on all of my YouTube videos that I'm supposed to be watching. So you might be hearing those. Right now I'm watching a Jax Films episode of Yai. And if you don't know what that is, then don't worry about it. It's not really important. They're quite funny. But yeah. But yeah, all the streams are recorded on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch them over again. So yeah. So I answer everything in the chat. So basically, if you're only watching this for the art portion, you might have to wait another 20 minutes before I finish answering everything in the chat, because what I just answered has already disappeared from chat. So if you're watching this on playback or watching this live and you just want to see the art portion, then check back in about 20 minutes. Okay. Emeraldo says, yeah, I'm a dude. Well, I know many female dudes. Yeah. Girl dudes, as I called them once when I was in high school. I thought it was funny. Way before Scott Pilgrim. Hey, lady dudes. I love that, lady dudes. But yeah. In case you're wondering, by the way, the beard, I've not trimmed it. I've not trimmed it. I put the comb through it for the first time in ages, and it looked really long just before the live stream, because it is quite long now. Holy shit, I'm still holding on to hair. I don't know if you can see it. Ow, okay. But that's how long it is, but it's all curled up. But I actually used a comb on it. Because I was going to have a shower, but I figured that I'd do a shower tomorrow if I do go out. So yeah. Going to London, by the way, is like it's like a 3-hour thing. It's a 3-hour trip from here to London, you know. So yeah, it's like an hour in the car to the it's an hour to the station. Well, it's half an hour to the station. It's usually about half an hour waiting for a fucking train, and then it's another hour on the train, if not more so sometimes. And then it's another hour of traveling in London sometimes to basically get to my destination that I'm supposed to be getting to there. If it was just going to the pub, my favourite pub in London, then it would be no problem. You know, I'd just go there and I'd be there, you know, so. Oh no, Tubbs, I'm sorry, this is Jeffrey. Oh no, oh shit, I'm gonna yawn again. Oh. Sorry. Oh no, Tubbs, I'm sorry, I hope you can get some sleep so you can go to London. Well, the sleeping part's not the problem, it's how I feel when I wake up from the sleep is the problem. So yeah. Bella says, oh, I see, sleeping cycle could be an issue. Yeah, I know. Oh. Really? I mean, I'm a guy, dude, or just a guy. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. I accept all genders. You know, I do not discriminate from gender on my, you know, that's who watches me and stuff. So I have lots of lady dude friends, and I have lots of dude friends. So yeah, and all those in between. By the way, I like the pumpkin belly. It's cool, said Bearbuff. Oh yeah, the pumpkin belly. That was fun. That totally wasn't a regretful decision. That made my tummy. Apparently, my tummy was slightly pink even after the shower, but it didn't come out on camera very well when I did the live stream right after I showered. But no, I came back in. When I went to bed, my partner did say to me that because I take my shirt off before I go to bed, obviously, and it's like your tummy looks still a little bit pink, and I can see a bit of purple from where the black was, and I was like, I can't see anything. you know. And if it's pink, then I can't see it anyway because I'm colorblind to pink. So, yeah. But no, I got lots of great reactions. Somebody copied a set of photos, or copied a set of stills, by the way, and put them on Twitter. Because I got a couple of people on Twitter basically telling me, it's like, did you know that you've got like over 1,000 likes on your belly pumpkin picture? And I was like, I haven't posted a belly pumpkin picture on Twitter yet. What? And then they showed me the tweet, and it's some Japanese guy basically gotten some screen captures and put them on his Twitter. He didn't copy me, he didn't say he was me or anything like that. It was completely legitimate, and basically it was like, and it was blowing up in Asia. So yay. I guess. Jeffrey, I'll get to that. I just saw that. I just saw that. I just remembered that I completely missed that question because that was one of the ones that went out of the chat. So I will get to that. So yeah, I'm just amazed that the pumpkin belly is that famous now. So yay. I was like, when I did that, I was like, this isn't a completely original idea, but I've never done it, and I've seen other people do it. So basically, you know, I wanted to see what it was. Kind of my partner kind of was a big factor. I wanted to see how he felt. You know, I wanted to surprise him. Although he completely ruined the surprise, by the way, by the fact that like the Amazon guy gave him the order, and I you know, I've told him in the past that basically he can always open any of my package, and he did, and he was like, "What's this body paint, face paint stuff? What's it for?" And I was like, I couldn't think of a good enough lie, so basically, instead of a surprise, I just blurted it out, all the idea to him, and he was like, "I love it," and he loved the pumpkin. So we had good fun with the pumpkin. So, by the way, that stuff doesn't rub off unless you sweat. I'm not going to get into details of what happened. So, but yeah. It did stay on for a good day, and then at Halloween night itself, I basically washed it off because it was starting to bug me. Because, like, it was weird. I was very, very aware that something was on my tummy, even though it didn't rub off. So, but I could feel it rubbing against clothes and stuff, and it was kind of weird. But yeah. Okay. Your beard looks great. I always love how curly it is. Thank you, Jeffrey. Although, and it is more this way big instead of being this way big like it has been for the past couple of nights. This side especially loves to just poof up. I don't know why. It's never been symmetrical. Even if I trim it, it always seems to try to puff up one side or the other. But yeah. Glad my beard's a hit. Jeffrey says that he's watched the pumpkin video so much, and it's so dark cute. Well, I put a lot of work into it, and it was, it was quite an effort. So basically, I wanted to make them. I wanted to haul out the pumpkin belly as much as I could with as many different angles as I could. But next time I do it, I will stand more firmly in front of the camera, and I will use a different method of live streaming, because this thing, it kept pixelating the stream every now and again based on bandwidth. So this thing doesn't, but this thing does cut out. It's very much like the OBS software stuff. I don't know. Okay. Tubbs, did you order your groceries? Yes, I got my food today. That's why I'm not super grumpy right now. If you watched the earlier live stream from this morning, you noticed that I was in a completely different mood because I was super hungry, and I get cranky, and I can get depressed, and I can get cranky depressed. I'm very often just hungry, hangry, I think they call it, don't they? I get hangry. And it's not pretty. But yeah, I'm sufficiently full up because I've had 2 dinners today to try to combat the sleepiness effect. So yeah, and it seems to be working. it's definitely stopping me from just jumping into bed right now, because I know if I do that, then I'll get acid reflux and it'll be bad. Jeffrey says, Tubbs, awesome. That's awesome, Tubbs. Your pumpkin is a big hit all over. I think it's cool. Everywhere I have put the picture, it seems to be a yay, you know. So yay. So I'm distracted. I was distracted by the Star Wars Last Jedi trailer 1. Definitely got to watch that. When is Thor coming out? I'm waiting for Thor to come out in cinemas. I really want to see Thor. I'm waiting for that to come out. I know it was it's sometime in November. So it should be out like nowish, maybe. I hope I haven't missed it. I'd be really pissed off if I've missed it. Right, that is all of the chat for now, so I can actually do the thing. I've actually developed the picture a lot more because I know like you couldn't see it last time it was on. Like last time I showed you the stream, but essentially I've been doing more detailing with a pencil, so you might be able to see it a bit clearer now. But today I'll be penning this set of pictures. Focus, focus better, focus better. It's still focused on not the paper. How is that possible? Focus better. Okay, it's trying. It's trying. There we go. So yeah, I'll be doing these pictures. I'll be doing the pen. I'll be doing this one first, and then I'll be doing that one. But that's what I'll be doing. But I've already done all the pencil work for this. Try not to hurt the paper. But yeah, that's not the first picture in the series. That's just the first picture I drew in the series because I wanted to get a feeling for how to draw it, and before you just couldn't see anything. But now I've got the entire series has been pencil done, so all I've got to do is go over in pen, and upload it to the guy, and hopefully he will give me some money. So yeah. Because I think he's forgotten that he's asked me to do this, because it has been a while now, because this hand has been out of commission. So and it's my primary drawing hand, so I've been done all of this pencil work with this hand, which has been great and has left me with a really like pencil, you know, graphite finger from when I've been resting my finger on it, because I do that with this hand and I don't seem to do that with my primary drawing hand, so I don't understand how that works. But no, I think it's a lot better now. Sorry, I'm going to have to watch that in detail because that's a really interesting video. Okay. Yes, you only had orange juice and you were not a happy camper. I'm glad you finally got it. Yeah, my groceries, yeah. I got them during lunchtime, so basically it was kind of like irritating that I still hadn't had much to eat before that. So yeah. I don't know if you got much of my talking about my drawing about the dragon thing. That was at the end of last stream. I was talking about the dragon thing, but you know, how to draw dragons, because dragons aren't entirely feral looking and they're not entirely anthropomorphic at the same time. Well, that was before I went back to the reference art for this guy's character, and basically not only is he a dragon, not only is this character a dragon, but I had to include wings and a long tail, not just a regular sized dragon tail. And I was like, okay. So I had to include that in every single thing. Every single drawing, I had to add wings and add a longer tail, except for in certain frames where you can't really see the tail. So, yeah. So, should I just go from the beginning? He wanted, it's a soda inflation drawing. So from the beginning, we've got him standing up, and I hope this focuses on well. And I did so much work on that fucking arm. You can tell, can't you? Remember, this isn't my best work because my hand has been out of action. Remember, it's my other hand, my non-primary drawing hand that's done all of this. But no, I basically have him upgrading from like can to soda bottle, and then from regular size soda bottle to giant soda bottle, which is the thing I'll be drawing tonight. I don't know how much I'll get into this because I've set myself a time limit to basically at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. in about an hour and a half time. I'm just going to stop drawing. So yeah. And it just progressively gets worse until he's drinking out of a barrel. Until he just can't have any more. So, yeah. That's something I cannot show you guys because the artist hasn't given me permission to show it on anything besides what they've done, and they paid me for that one, so I can't really show that one for free. So yeah, I will be doing the pen for that. I know I keep showing it, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing the pen for this one, and then go on to the next one, and then the next one. Yeah. So okay. If you wanted to see those in detail, by the way, I don't know how well the stream's going to do, but if you want to see those in detail, then all you have to do is basically go back into the stream. You can actually push the slider back so that it's not just playing live, and actually pause it on the things that you want to see. And if you want to see the drawing again while I'm drawing it, I will periodically show you how far I've gone and stuff. But if you do want to see the drawing while I'm drawing it, then basically just let me know and I will show on screen. I'm still using my fucking never-ending pen because it's down to that much ink, and yet it's still going. So I'm going to be using that. So yeah. Emerald says nice drawings, thank you. Bella says, while you're drawing, I need advice. Tubbs and Jeff, have you ever sold something online? Like stuff you already owned? You mean like eBay and stuff? What about eBay? Is it trusted? Never tried it. I've heard good things about eBay. I'm trying to think of the other one. But I don't know. There's a place in the UK where I think it's like Gumtree or something. I think it's like Craigslist, you know, in the US, where basically you advertise something that you want to get rid of, and then they come over and then they pick it up. Whoever comes over to collect it, basically they pick it up, and they give you the money for it, and then basically they leave, you know. And I know several friends have used this, have used Gumtree, but I don't know about eBay, because I think my parents tried to sell a couple of things on eBay, and I think it worked, but they've always done it as you know, a collect thing, you know. They've never had to actually ship it. So is it going to be okay to collect it, or is it going to be something else? You know, are you going to post it? If you're going to post it, then then basically, yeah, I would say eBay is probably a good bet. But if you're just trying to sell it and you don't want to deal with the postage and packaging and stuff like that, then I'd try Gumtree first. If you've got something like Gumtree in wherever you are, you know, I think Facebook does a similar thing now as well, don't they? They have like Facebook Market or something. I don't know. But yeah, yes, you're right, Tubbs. It's Craigslist. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if Craigslist still exists in the US, because basically, well, it's just that my cousin is in New York State. You know, he's in Buffalo, and basically he used to use Craigslist all the time. And basically, he said that he can't use Craigslist anymore. But last time when he said that he can't use Craigslist anymore, he didn't tell me why. So I've always just assumed that Craigslist has just shut down or something because of something that was happening with it. I don't know. But yeah, in the UK we had Craigslist, but we also had a thing called Gumtree. So it did the same thing. So yeah, I mean seriously, you could advertise anything on Gumtree. So yeah, I'm rarely sleepy. My eyes are actually doing the whole, you know, they don't want to open when I'm blinking. They don't want to be back open again. I should put my glasses on, but every time I put my glasses on, just today for some reason, I've had to wipe my eyes. So I don't think they're helping. So-called subs look great, thank you. Bella says, "Wow, cool drawing. I like the belly. I always like the hair lined in the middle of the belly drawing. The hair lined in the middle of the belly drawing and in real what? The happy trail? The happy trail? Are you talking about just the happy? This is a dragon, so they won't have a happy trail. They're not a furry dragon. Well, it's furry art, but it's not a. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have to explain to you. You know what I mean. Yeah, you're not 12. You know. So. Why are there fireworks going off already? It's not bonfire night yet. I know it's Friday, but Jesus. As far as I know, both Gumtree and Craigslist are still around in the UK and in America. I don't know. So yeah, that's just my advice. If you want to get rid of something like fast, then go for something like Gumtree or Craigslist or whatever you have where you are. But if you want to get rid of something and you don't mind doing the postage and package thing, then I would check out eBay. That's just my advice. I hope that helped. Yes, you're right, Tubbs. It's Craigslist. I already read that. Gumtree. As far as I know, both Gumtree and Craigslist are still around. Cool. Tubbs, maybe you will fall asleep after the stream. Well, yes, I'm gonna go to bed after I do the stream. I might do a bit of checking on my email first, and to make sure that that guy that I was going to meet in London is definitely not going to be in London, because who knows, you know. So yeah. So what's the line in the middle of the belly in your drawing? What line? There isn't one. I don't see a line. I see the scale separation lines. Can you see that? I don't know how well it's coming out on your end of the stream. because it depends how well it's streaming. Oh, it drew on the back of a bit of artwork. Oh, it's fine. As long as it's not the front of the bit of artwork, that would suck. And I've got a message. Oh, it's the guy telling me about that he's sorry about tomorrow. Are you watching on stream? I don't know. I think that line is one of the construction lines used for drawing circles and stuff. Oh, well, I've already got rid of all of those. I've done this. The one before, the one that's first in the sequence. Yeah, the first one in the sequence. He's wearing a shirt. Maybe that's the line you're talking about. In that one you can clearly see it, but I'm going to make it clearer with the pen. Now, stop auto-focusing my fingers. Focus on the drawing. Focus on the drawing. On the drawing. God. It's still focusing on me in the background. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's his shirt. And then it comes apart. You see? And then in the one I'm doing, to move the paper around again. The one I'm doing, I basically don't have a shirt because I'm going to add that in tatters on the floor at the bottom. Yeah. Right. So we know what that is. So yeah, it's just extra details that I have to put in a minute. I've got some crap on my pen. There we go. And is it working? I always do a little to make sure the pen's working. I always do a little dot in the corner. I don't know if you can see that, but I always do. It helps clear out the gunk of the pen and to stop it from shitting all over your work and stuff, and to make sure the pen works, because it's a very iffy pen at the moment because it's dying very slowly. Pens. Anyway, guys, feel free to talk amongst yourselves in the chat, and I will periodically look up at the chat, but I'm going to be mostly trying to draw with my broken hand, so yay. It's not actually broken, it's just that, you know, tendonitis or whatever that's called. So yeah, I always never know when to begin on my drawing. And of course, let me know, it's 7:30, it's 22:08 now. And if it gets to 9 o'clock, let me know, because that's when I'm supposed to be trying to go to bed, at least. Maybe trying to, I don't know. We'll find out how this works. I've got to not smudge that as well. So yeah. Again, if you want to see it while I'm doing it, then feel free to ask, and I will show. Very noisy fireworks, but then again, that's the point, isn't it? Like, duh. Drawing dragons is tricky because it's just skin. This dragon in particular, he's got no fur and he's got no prominent scales besides the ones on his stomach. So I've got to just be very clear and careful with the lines. Whereas on a furry picture, if he was furry, if he was a dog, I wouldn't have to worry so much because I could always do the textured lines and stuff for furry work. But here I've got to be very careful with the pen, because with pen especially, it's permanent. I'm used to that because you know, being an illustrator definitely helps. You know, if you were an illustrator in the past. You learn to get rid of, you learn to roll with your mistakes, you know, and improve upon your drawing instead of just scrapping it completely, although I have had to scrap stuff completely sometimes. So I've got an itch on my, have an itch on my arm, and I'm using the end of the pen to itch my arm. Beryl says, you used to put your red cam, my chest cam, on your chest so we can see what you were drawing. Yeah, I used to do that on the Twitch stream, but the thing is that the red cam, it only works with OBS, and so I can't really show it on here. And also, it decided to just randomly stick on a frame, and it wouldn't go off of the frame. Even when I took it apart and rebuilt the thing, it seemed to not want to do anything now, you know. So although it still works, it basically seems to only work for a little bit, and then it seems to just not move at all, you know. And I can't get it unstuck from that one frame, and it's a real pain in the ass because basically it means that that cam doesn't work. And I've tried it on both computers, different streaming services, and it just doesn't want to work. So that's why you haven't seen me do that with the anymore, Bear Buff. And I do apologise, but you know, tricks of the trade and all that stuff. Stupid camera. Right, I'm just going to do the face because the face is the hardest part. I did a save bit just to get my hands used to the texture of the wing. Because it's a wing. I haven't drawn wings for a long time, so. Bebuff and Tubbs, did you see what happened in New York? Some guy drove his truck through a crowd of people and killed 8 people. I just don't understand why there's so much craziness. I don't know why they did that either. I've not heard it. I've not seen it on the news. I don't watch the news that much. I'm sorry. Right, I'm gonna have to do his eyebrow area, maybe. Yeah. I really hope he likes this drawing because the guy who wanted this drawing, he's got a very stylized character. If I showed you the reference art, you'd understand. It's very, very, very concerning to me because basically, you know, my style is is a mix of cartoony realism. So I'm not always used to it. I've got to draw the bottle. You know, his style, the style that I've seen of his art has always been very, 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 very clean, very anime-like, you know. And it's like that's not my style. I hope you don't mind if it's like this. He seemed not to mind anyway. He gave me very, 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 very very, very brief instructions. I just realised that I'm very silent because I've turned YouTube off because I was going to watch there's a video that I wanted to see that was breaking down the new Star Wars trailer. Right, and the reason why I wanted to draw his head first was because he's got a. I tried to always draw the thing that I'm gonna put my hand on the least because I don't want to smudge the ink. But also I wanted to make sure that I got. He's got a horn on the back of his head. I want to make sure I got that. I'm sure he will like it. I think it looks great, and you should be getting paid too. I think you said right. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, the thing is that he asked me, did I do paid commissions, and then he gave me a bunch of instructions. So basically, I'm assuming that means that he's gonna pay me at some stage, but even if he doesn't, then basically this will prove that I kind of wanted a challenge, and I haven't done a art stream in a long time, and I just wanted to do something, you know. It's no big deal. Besides, I know somebody else who would. I could always say this is somebody else's dragon, and I know that they would appreciate it, even if he doesn't like it. So, you know, it's kind of a win-win for me. It would be nicer if I got paid for this, but you know, if not, then it won't be a complete waste of time, is what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm trying to convince myself this isn't going to be a complete waste of time. It's amazing how many times I have to say that to myself. I was a bit of an idiot, and I didn't outline and detail his scales very well. Oof. So now I have to do that in pen. So yeah, it looks fine. I should have done the muscles a bit more prominently though, because like I said, if you see it's very anime. His original, his reference that he sent me. My pen is getting a bit gunky. But no, I think I've done the face. I've done the face justice, at least. And his wings. But, yeah. I've got to do the detail on the bottle and blah, 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 blah. Very, very interesting description that he gave me. You know, basically he wanted a soda inflation. He liked some of my chunky furry art, but he likes inflation art, so basically that he would like it to be a soda inflation. So I was like, I've not done that before, but okay. You know, it's amazing as a furry artist how much little experience you realize that you have until somebody asks us something. You're like, oh shit, yes, I've never done that. You know, didn't I do something similar for Blair? And you're like, oh no, no, that was something else. Like I did a beer inflation thingy for Willy Bear. I'm adding more detail because it needs more detail on the logo for the. I was stupid. I drew a big bottle and and I was like, it'll be great, it'll be fine, you know. But then I added a label, so of course now I have to draw the logo on the label because I'm an idiot. Wouldn't have had to do the logo on the label or anything. So I have to. You have to be like a freaking you know, advertiser and all this stuff. So I've invented a brand of soda called Max Pop, based on my love of Pepsi Max because I love Pepsi Max. But yeah. So yeah, I've just finished doing the logo and everything for the stupid soda bottle. See, the camera now loves this piece of paper now that I've got pen on it and not just pencil. It's just funny. What's funny? What do I do? What? I'm always confused whenever I make a funny. I don't know what I don't know what I said. I'm sorry. Are you sure it was funny? Are you sure I just wasn't bumbling again? I do that a lot. I've got to draw. I've got to draw paws. Paws. Dragon claws. Paws, dragon claws. So anybody that's seen me draw in the past knows how much I hate doing paws and claws and stuff. But not only do I have to do claws, but I've got to do feet and paws. And again, he's had to do anime style. Yeah, but was there any help? I hope that we helped you out on your predicament. Oof, I just messed up on the hand a little bit. Well, you know. When you talked about drawing the bottle, yeah, well, it's a pain in the ass. Soda bottles. I just realised that I made a mistake as well. Ah, There we go. The bottle doesn't look so freaky, weird, angled. I just made it look like it's in his palm. There we go. But your paws and claws always turn out great. But I know you don't like drawing them. Yeah, I just don't like drawing them. They are a pain. Well, that was painless, so that's good. So I just drew the rest of his arm without thinking it because I haven't got a line there. How did I not have a line there? Oh, whatever. Hard part is done on this one. I've got to do it all again, but I've got the main logo on the other bottle. So basically, I simplified the bottle drawing kind of on the other one, mainly because I wanted to show that it's emptied the bottle. You know, you can't really see that though until the shading process has happened. So yay. Let's move on to the tummy because that's the main objective, I guess. Drawing the separation lines for his scales is kind of always awkward, but meh. It's a shame Panda Fox isn't here because I wanted to talk to him about his picture that he sent me of his Halloween makeup stuff. It looked pretty good. Ugh, claws. Yeah, dude, thank you. That was helpful, but I already want to sell those pair of Jordans, and they said that what? Jordans. Okay, I'm guessing those are shoes. I don't know. I'm not a fashion person. A fashion person. I'm not a fashionable person. I guess is what I meant to say. I don't know. Somebody translate what I was trying to say. Right, I've got a decision that I need to make. I would love your guys' opinion. Because I'm about to come up on it. Actually, you know what? I'll ask it in a minute. it's kind of important, but it's not really important, you know. Oh, near a train. Right. They're almost brand new. Oh, cool. If you put them on line, they're both. I'm sure you won't have any problem selling your Jordans. Says Jeffrey. He has experience. Oh, I got new feet. It's fine. I can do feet. No problem. I'll do feet. Okay. Okay. Ah, itchy nose. Okay. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. At least one foot wasn't so bad. This one's been a bit of a shit. Oh god, that took a lot out of me for some reason. I don't know why. There he is. Oh. Technically, that's the third picture of him that's supposed to be done. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. So you're about the feet. Right, now what I want your guys' opinion on is basically, can you see the detail in the scale separation? I want your guys' opinion. Should I Should I go over those in pen, or should I just do bits of them in pen, or should I just do that when I do the text string? Or was that way too many options? Was that way too many options? I am going to while I'm waiting for the response, I'm just going to quickly do the bench that he's sitting on. Oh, the pen tried to throw up on my paper. Dry, be dry, be dry. It's an extra thick line there. So far so good, Tubbs. Thank you, everyone. Oh god. Here we go. Shut up. Not you, me. Always, when you focus in your drawings for seconds, I thought the internet is off and I lost the stream. Oh, right. Looks great. Tubbs, I love his belly. Thank you. I think you should use the pencils for shadows. Yeah. So you should. You think I should just I should detail them a bit when I do the texturing, because that's when I do the texturing and then I do the shading. You know, I usually do the shading and the texturing together. So, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I'll do that then. That's fine. Makes it a lot easier as well. Don't have to worry about my pen throwing up all over my paper again. I am going to add a little nostril because I forgot that for some reason. Okay. What's the time? That wasn't bad. That was about half an hour. What was that? 20 minutes? I got an itch on my nose. Oh, a yawn. It was fine. I thought it was a sneeze. It was a yawn. Right, we do the next stage, which is like it's kind of like a little bit of thickening. I know it sounds weird, but yeah. I don't know if you can make out in the second picture, but you've got the first picture where his limbs are relatively unchanged, and then in the second picture, it's of his limbs and a bit of a bigger belly, but his limbs are puffier. I don't know if you can see that from these pencil, but it's like thickening. I also did his wings a bit. His wings have popped out because he just noticed. You know, it's kind of it's a bit of a funny, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm yawning lots though. I'm worried that basically if I sneeze or yawn, I'll sneeze on the paper, and I don't want to do that because obviously that's gross. And my eyes are stinging. One of them stopped. Wipe it on my robe. My robe needs a wash. Nope. Stop it. Enough already. I cannot see right now. I've closed both my eyes. 1 second. Ah. Blind in one eye. I was going to do this all in the hood, by the way, but yeah, no. I've got a message. Ow. They are singing because they are tired. Well, this one is. This one isn't stinging. Awesome. I'm just waiting just for a second. You love the wings. That's good. I'm trying to figure a way that I can actually show you the reference up, but I can't do that without switching computers, and I can't switch the stream from one computer to the next. I don't think I can. No, I can't. My eyes water when they are tied too. Well, it's not just it's not just because they're tired. It's because well, I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's not really watering anymore. They did water when I yawned earlier. My tongue seems to be better, so that's good. Imagine facing this while you're driving. I don't have to. I've done that. You know, I've done that. So, okay. Right, and back to this one. So my stupid foot. My foot's now deciding to have a cramp. So I'll just put it on top of my computer stand. There we go. I put my foot right into a cobweb that's underneath the desk the other day. And I was like, ew, gross. And I wasn't so nice with my language. I hate spider webs. Right. I'm doing the pen for both of them, by the way, and then I'm going to do not pen. I'm going to do the shading and stuff. So I'll get all the pen out of the way. Because if I did the shading of a drawing, then basically I'd worry about smudging it all the time. I'd rather just worry about the pen smudging rather than the shading smudging. All the touch-ups that I've done being, you know, pointless. Feel free to talk amongst yourself, guys, and remember you can always see, you can always ask when you want to see the picture, and I will try to show you it on camera. and a knobbly bit on his wing that I like, so I'm adding it to the actual design. Nope, shouldn't do raspberries while I'm doing this. Seriously, Tiny Fly? Seriously, while I'm drawing? Ugh. The Tiny Flies like to be a pain in the neck, arse, bum, whatever. Pick your body part that you would like to be inconvenienced, and the Tiny Flies are there. Right. I've done the wings, yay. In the puffy drawing. I'm just going to go straight for the eye. Make sure my pen isn't going to throw up on the paper. Oh, thank God. The eye is always the hardest part because basically if you screw that up, then you can screw up the entire picture. Just the way it's positioned and stuff. You know, if it's not looking in the way that you want it to look, I mean the direction that you want it to look, then it's like it's you can feel like you've screwed up the entire picture. No pen. What did I just do to make sure you wouldn't do that? So I forget to breathe properly sometimes when I'm drawing. Right, now I can do the bowl again. Ugh. Actually, before I do the bowl, I'm going to do the rest of his arm like I did the last time. Still very quiet in the chat. Okay, we're still streaming. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure because it's done that before. Right, now I can do the bottle again. Excuse me. It sounds like there's like a war going on outside because like all the fireworks and stuff. My pen's not behaving again. But then again, it's dying, so whatever. So, guys, I just lost the net. Great to catch you all. Take care for now. Catch you later. Hugs to you, Tubbs. Oh, bye, bye, bye. Sorry that you dropped. Oh, I hate that. Can you show it again when you get the chance, Tubbs, please? Yeah, sure. There you go. It's trying to focus. There we go. I'm not doing all of the wing because it would interfere with this picture, with this side. Because these are supposed to be individual pictures. It's supposed to be a 6-part series. I did 8 parts just to be nice. Yeah. I'm just contemplating doing the bottle and his claws and all that stuff. Yeah, it was nice to see you, Bear Buff. I'm sorry if you've already gone. I don't know if you can see me anyway, so I don't know why I'm waving. I did it wrong. So I was just looking at my hand and I was like, I drew that wrong in the reference art. So it's not my fault. Well, it was my fault, but it was my past self's fault, not my fault. So I'm just doing the logo and I'm trying to concentrate on it. There we go. There you go. Finished the soda bowl. I included the logo as well as doing the Max Pop symbol. I gave it a symbol and everything. So I just wanted to make sure that I got that right, because that would drive me crazy. But I've also corrected his hand gesture because I've drawn it differently in this one than I have in the one previously. So it's fine. Everything calm. Right, and add an extra line there so that I make sure his cheek looks extra puffy. Extra line to his chin to make sure his chin looks extra puffy. Okay. Okay. I'm going to draw his boob. His impressive boobage. Boobage. I'm trying to figure out if that's a line I learned from South Park or not. You know? Oh, now I've got heavy metal stuck in my head. You know. It's your one-way ticket to midnight. Saying heavy metal, all right. Just because that's a song in that episode of South Park. Puffy Dragon Paws. Poofy Dragon Paws. It's way worse. Okay. Okay, got to draw his tummy curvy scaly. I fucked up already. Well, oh no, I can rescue this. I bet that was that tiny fruit fly that was bugging me. Get it? Bugging me. Oh, the comedy. Okay. And the other arm, and the rest is easy now. Apart from the paw, I've got the paw. Fortunately, there's no. I've drawn the other paw. I've got to draw the other paw too. Awesome. It's not going to be easy. It's almost easy. Did any of you watch Halloweeny, by the way? I love that thing. I love Halloweeny. The detail on the soda bottle looks awesome. Thank you. Yes, I get it. I know. I'm messing with you guys. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm just going to finish his tummy, and I'm going to show you. Ooh, that's a hard line. There we go. The pen. The pen is trying to stick up on me. Stop it, pen. There we go. Once I finish the tummy, then I'll show you guys. Because I know. It can get a little dull. I get it. Ah. Oh, God. See, I've just got to do his leg. Did I do the tail? No, I didn't do a tail. No, I didn't. That's good. I can say that his tail's like hidden behind him. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do this leg first. No, I'm going to do the other leg first because I can do this side and then I can do the other side. Wow, that was the quickest I've ever drawn that claw. Okay, and now I can do this one. It's actually, because they're dragon claws, they've got bigger talons that I can't actually I can't just hide them in fur like I normally do if I make a mistake on claws. They're actually detailed. Detail. Yay! I think it's done. I think I've done all the pen. I'm done with the pen. It's not focusing. Why isn't it focusing? Focus. There we go. So when you draw a lot, basically, like I said, you forget sometimes to do breathing properly and stuff. It might just be because I'm still yawny. Yeah. Ow. But no, since I've done all the pen work for this piece, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just quickly take a scan of these before I do anything else with them. And of course, I take the scan on this, and it's connected to the computer. Isn't a problem. Actually, it doesn't have to be connected to the computer anymore. There we go. I'll move my bone, my squeaky bone. And I just set it up so that I can take a picture without any shitty lighting effect getting in the way. And all I do for that, by the way, is I just stand it in front of the computer screen. So it's just there. And then I've got to find my scanning app. There we go. And calibrating for scan. There we go. Cropping alignment. And it always makes a little photograph clicky noise, and I always hate that because basically it's no calibrate front of a scan. There we go. Ah, get off my pencil is attacking me. Okay. I'll just quickly look at that rendering, and it's clear. That's good. That's good. Okay. So we got those scans, and what I do with those is that basically I always take a scan of the unrendered, untextured, unshaded. Sorry, my words were just breaking up there in my head before I can even say them. So I'm moving my foot around. Yeah, I always take it when it's unrendered. I did it again. Unshaded and untextured, so that if they'll have a copy of it, so they can add color to it, or they can add their own shading to it and stuff like that. And basically, and some people do that. Some people do their own coloring of it, and they put it up for themselves, or it's just a very good template for them to actually like do digital art on top of it. So yeah, excellent job, Tubbs. I love it. Thank you, Jeffrey. He said, "Oh, the cutest bone." Yeah, my fluffy bone. It's my little cuddle toy, but it's also got a squeaker in it. So. So yeah, it's sweet. I will give it to one of my pups sometime eventually. So. Forgot what I was saying. Sorry. Jeffrey says, "Is Emeraldo still here?" I don't know. It says free watching, so he could be. Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah, so that means that because I'm watching the stream on this computer, so I count as one. You count as one, Jeffrey, and Emeraldo counts as one, so it's three. I shouldn't have done that with my tendon thingy because that hurt my hand. Awesome. Pain. Great. Right, guys. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to texture all of this in 15 minutes. So instead of doing that, I think I'm going to leave that here because it's 9:15 in the UK. So I think I'm gonna just do a quick check of my emails, and then I'm gonna maybe try to get some sleep. Well, I'm probably gonna fall asleep anyway, but it's just that. So yeah. If anybody's watching this, or watching playback for this, and they are hoping to see me tomorrow in London, I'm sorry if I didn't attend, and if I do attend, and you see this before you see me, then just know that I might be a bit cranky, I might be a bit grumpy, I'm definitely going to be hungry. So if you can bring donuts, that'd be awesome. But once again, I'm sorry if I don't attend, because it's a real possibility this time that I might not attend. So yeah. Sigh. And you, oh god. It all depends on how I sleep. If I go to bed and I actually sleep for 5 hours, I'm probably gonna go. But like I said, it all depends on when I wake up and how I wake up. You know, how I feel about midday is probably going to be the turning point on my decision to go or not go. So yeah, but I will show you the picture before I leave, so that you guys can have a look at it. But yeah, that's progress, I think. I do like that I've turned the bottle around. It's not completely clear, but I have turned the bottle around. And I've maintained his like pose, kind of. Because that's what I was trying to get at with the whole pose change. But you can see the sudden kind of like frump effect with his wings that he's all surprised. If you look really closely, you can see that I did add action lines in to show there was kind of a frump effect from being slightly slender dragon to slightly puffy arms dragon. So I just didn't want to put them in on pen, you know. I don't think they would have reacted in pen. So when I do the actual shading and texturing and stuff, and of course the detailing and stuff like that, then of course I'm going to add some bits to it. For example, his clothes that are shredded on the floor, and like some more detail on the bench, and do a little bit of background and all that stuff. But for now, the bare bones of it is there. So, and I'm quite happy with it. So I'm trying to decide that should I just do the pen for the next one, or should I just completely finish this one before I move on? I'm just trying to decide, you know, what I'm going to do next. I think, yeah, I'll finish this one and then I'll move on. So I'll put that face down on my pad since I don't have to worry about pencil smudging anymore. So yay. Okay. So I'm just trying to figure out, is there anything I had to say? I can't remember anything. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I had to say. I don't know. I don't know. If I do go out tomorrow, by the way, I do plan to film something for Eating Week. So yay. Because I've absolutely not had any idea on what to do for Eating Week. And you know, I don't say this often, but I ran out of ideas. You know, I've not had any food to do Eating Week on. You know, I've not had mass quantities of food, and if it's just me eating in front of a camera, it's you know, I don't see that as a challenging edit. So tiny bug, tiny fruit fly in here for some reason. I don't know what attracts the fruit flies. I think it might just be the empty beer cans. Oh fuck! Ah, there we go. Now I'm yawning. Well, if you're yawning because if you're reacting to yawning from other people, then that usually means that you're a very sympathetic, empathic person. They're the sweetest people. So yeah. Yes, I forgot what was going on. Faye, words, extras. Yeah. But food with friends, you know, that could have a completely unique perspective on things. Who knows? You know. But yeah, in either case, on Sunday I might be here because on Sunday is bonfire night in the UK, and of course I'm probably going to be out celebrating. There's a couple of events happening actually tomorrow. But yeah, I definitely intend to attend one of the mini bonfire night events happening in the UK, and basically, you know, go around a giant campfire, enjoy my beer, and actually have a cigar planned for that. So that's going to be fun. But it depends on when all of the festivities end and stuff like that. So you might get a late night LiveTUBBS Weekly on the TankTubs channel on Sunday. But it's very unlikely that I'll be doing streaming unless I don't go to the thing tomorrow. So I might not be here tomorrow. Would you stop saying yawning? Because I'm tired enough, and I am an empathetic person. And I'm gassy as well because I just poked. So, guys, you've got to quit. Oh fuck! I didn't work that time. Normally, to stop myself yawning, if I'm yawning and to stop it from continuing, I normally just I do that with my finger, which is the furthest that it will fold up because I've got fat hands, got really chunky fat hands. See this? This is an extra bit of hand that most people don't have, but I have it. It's not just because my hands are fat. It's because basically it's an extra muscle. It's an extra finger muscle lobe. That's part of the weird genetic quirk condition thing that I've got in my family, which is great. It's also the reason for my dense bones and why I'm very hairy and bleh, all the other reasons, which is great. But yeah, anyway, the mid yawning, I will do that with my finger, and then I can just lightly bite it as I'm yawning, not bite it hard, but enough to basically make a mark on my finger. And basically, that usually stops it. I don't know why it stopped now. Tiny fruit fly again, all the time with it. Yeah. It's going to fly into the bug zapper. That doesn't kill them. I don't know how that doesn't kill them. But the tiny fruit flies, they land in the bug zapper, but they're too small to actually light a connection between the two electrodes. So they don't die. They might occasionally get a little buzz, and then you'll hear it. It'll go, but they won't die from that. They'll get lightly stunned. That's weird. Anyway, yes, Tubbs, your hands are adorable. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. They're a bit pudgy, and I do get swollen hands from time to time. You know, I can't make a fist with my hands. I can't do that with this hand because I've got tendonitis. Fuck. Have you tried flypaper? That's just gross. That's just gross. You know, plus I live in the middle of the countryside, so basically it would be full up in no time. Plus it always smells funny to me. You know, and having dead bugs all the time where I can't just vacuum them up, because there's a little tray that comes off of the bug zapper over there. Yeah. I'm trying not to show you the pile of bottles. There's a little tray that's on the underside of that, and it's detachable, so basically I can just pull out the tray and then shake it outside. That was it. Did you hear that? Yeah. I can just shake it outside, and then basically that's it. That's all the cleanup I need, because basically it's outside. You know, it's the garden. It's where dead bugs are supposed to be. But if it was flypaper, then I'd have just lots of dead bugs in my office. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Oh, you guys. Oh, oh. There we go. Stand up. I'll show you the satisfied stomach. It's not full, but it's okay. You know, I'm still hungry, but I'm gonna go to bed. So basically, it can't be totally full up. That bottle on the floor is pissing me off. And now my bottle of fizzy is just fallen over. Yeah. See, it's not as jiggly. Puff, jiggly puff. But there it is. It's also still cold in here, so basically, I'm not gonna show tummy for a long period of time. Oh, seriously? Okay. Jeffrey, not yet. Not yet. Right. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put the lid on my pen so it doesn't dry out. Well, that doesn't do anything, apparently. Somebody said that to me the other day. Did you know putting the lid on your pen doesn't do anything? So, no. But yeah. Anyway. Big yawn, sorry. So bye, Tubbs, and I will hit the goodbye button. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed the sketch. I was going to show it again, but I just remembered that I put it on top of my desk, and basically I put the bone on top of it, and I don't want to risk smudging anything, so I'm going to leave it for now. But yeah, if you want to see it again, then you can see it in somewhere in the stream. Plus, it will be on Twitter eventually. You know, once I finish them all and sent them all off to the guy, then like they'll be on Twitter eventually. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow if I don't go to London, and I'll see you guys sometime on Sunday for LiveTUBBS Weekly on the TankTub channel. So bye, guys. I'm trying to put you to bed. Well, Emeraldo said bye, Tubbs, after I told you guys to say bye, Tubbs. So technically he got it before you, Jeff. Sorry, but you did say bye, Tubbs again. So I'm just gonna push the button.